A huge impact is a Roth conversion strategy.
Yeah.
That is a strategy where if you've saved pre-tax money, meaning if you've saved in an IRA, a traditional IRA, a 401k, or a 403b, those types of pre-tax accounts for retirement, and all of the money that you have approaching retirement is in those pre-tax accounts, it may make sense at some point here to start thinking about getting some of that money out of those pre-tax accounts and getting it over into a Roth account. Because when you pay the taxes on that money and then go invest it over into a Roth IRA account, which is after-tax money that you invest, that money grows tax-free from there, and you never have to pay taxes on that money again. And I tell you, the best time to be thinking about this strategy is in that window. We call it the tax arbitrage window, which comes between the year that you retire and the year that you hit required minimum distribution age, which for most folks listening to this show is probably going to be aged 73. And a lot of people don't do that, Mitch, because of something called the 5-year rule, and they're a little confused on that. Can you help clarify how that works?
Stewart, the 5-year rule in the Roth is very misunderstood. Only the contributions, anything like that, can always be taken out after 5 years. If you go ahead and establish a Roth account, convert pre-tax money to the Roth, you could always pull out those contributions if you needed to and not have to pay any penalty. There's a 10% penalty on the earnings, but the way we structure retirement income, and this is one of the core fundamentals of retirement income planning, is the Roth is going to be the last account we touch. It's going to enjoy tax-free growth. It's one of the only vehicles we have for tax-free growth in the current tax code. So we don't want to mess with that Roth. We want to either have that be the final thing we tap into, or ideally, if possible, make that pass on to the next generation. That can be our legacy. So we're not going to plan to touch that anyway. So the 5-year rule very rarely affects anybody. And
that's right. And there's always a lot of confusion around that, because we've had people sit with us and say, well, I don't want to do a Roth conversion because I can't touch that money for 5 years. And that's just not true. You cannot touch the growth in that account for 5 years. But the principal, the money that you converted, you can always get to if you needed to. And, you know, like Mitch said, I think it's very important to understand, you know, we say it to clients all the time, like, would you rather leave your children money or a tax problem? If you leave money in an IRA to a non-spousal beneficiary, there is a rule in place now that got passed of the Secure Act that says that if you leave money, IRA money, pre-tax money, to a non-spousal beneficiary, meaning anyone other than your spouse, then that person has to take that money and put it into an inherited IRA account, a designated account, and they have to have that money out of that account within 10 years of the date of that person's death and pay all the taxes on it.
Right.
What you would rather leave them is Roth IRA money, because if you leave Roth IRA money and you've been able to convert all that money, then that person never pays a penny in taxes on the money that you left them. There's not even a tax issue or anything to think about. It's just free and clear. Roth conversions are just a really powerful tool. We just got through with a meeting with a couple this morning before coming to do the show, where we were able to show them that it made $1 million difference in what they would be actually leaving and as part of their legacy. And that is incredible that that strategy can create that kind of difference. And if you're wondering, hey, I keep hearing about this Roth conversion thing, but I'm just not real sure about it. I'm not sure if that strategy would work for me. I have a lot of questions and I want to understand this. Give us a call, 864-775-5033. or go to ClearPathRetirement.com and let us know you want to have a conversation. We'll sit you down We'll look at, how much IRA money you have. We'll run some scenarios for you. We'll model it out. We'll look for the optimal Roth conversion strategy that's going to benefit you the most. And then we'll just show it to you. And if that makes sense and it's logical and you really want to pursue this, we can at least give you the confidence of understanding every aspect of what you're doing, why you're doing it, and exactly how it's going to benefit you in the long run. And you can go execute those Roth conversions with confidence. Like I say, ClearPathRetirement.com. Come see us. Let's talk about Roth conversions and whether they make sense for you.